From the land down under, with the rock at its centre, comes the little Aussie watchman. On TLAW today, the silent European invasion. Unless you've been hiding under a rock, you wouldn't have known about the mass immigration of Muslims into Europe. The left-wing media, secular humanists, feminists and homosexual activists are embracing this migration. The disdain for Christianity is so great that they are willing to import a whole generation of Muslims who also hate Christians. They seem oblivious to the fact that once Islam has political power, Muslims will not only turn on Christians, but also secular humanism with brutal totalitarianism. Like nations such as Egypt, Turkey and Sudan, who were once majority Christian, they are now overwhelmingly Islamic. So too Europe is going to become Eurabia. The atheistic, secular, humanistic European population are unaware of not only their Christian heritage, but also of Islamic history. Europe's treasures, its scientific heritage, its freedoms and its justice system are all beneficiaries of the Christian worldview. The best part of Europe, i.e. individual freedoms and a fair justice system with limits on the power of the elite, are based on the Christian principle that each individual is precious in the eyes of God and deserves self-determination without undue influence from the powers that be. This has been forgotten, and Europe's obsession with humanism and man's right to choose what is good and evil has opened itself up to judgment. Its judgment is coming via the silent Muslim invasion. Islamic migration combined with Islamic fertility will destroy the last vestiges of civilization on the continent in Europe and will turn it into an Islamic wasteland. Homosexuals will no longer have to worry that Christians might make them feel guilty, for they will be beheaded on the introduction of the Islamic Sharia law. Feminists will no longer have to worry about campaigning for the killing of unborn children and being reminded by the Christian that the unborn are actually human beings. They will be forced to wear burqas, live in an unequal marriage with multiple wives and an unlimited number of slave women. Love will be a distant memory. Their testimony will become worthless in a patriarchal society. One only has to look at Saudi Arabia or Iran to see what happens to women who are raped in Islamic culture. Islam has, of course, tried to take Europe before. Islam brutally occupied Spain and a number of Eastern European countries during the Ottoman Empire. It was eventually fought back by the Europeans. Without the gumption of those early Europeans who saw the brutality of Islam and fought it back, there would be no Britain, no America, no Australia, and no Canada. The Dark Ages would still be with us, where savage brutality reigns and civilized people were but a distant memory. Thank goodness those Europeans succeeded. Unfortunately, the Europe of today no longer has or believes in a God to back them up. They have no divine protection. The Dark Ages seem just a few generations away. May the Lord show them mercy.